News 8's Donovan Long has our story.
At one point, Spectrum Health had no idea where to turn when faced with the challenge of finding more hand sanitizer, until Amway bottled up their worries and packaged them into this.
I call him hometown hero.
Not all heroes wear capes.
Almost speechless.
Some wear lab coats.
It was so refreshing.
Spectrum Health workers sing Amway's praises after the company came to the hospital's rescue by creating and donating about 10,000 6-ounce bottles of hand sanitizer. That's just the first ship.
We were trying to figure out how to pay them, and they responded that, oh, we're just going to give it to you. And I almost fell out of my chair. I was like, oh my gosh, that's just amazing.
We were just so excited that we could do something to help the local community.
Amway's David Mattiol says the company hasn't created hand sanitizer in years. Since demand for it skyrocketed amidst the coronavirus outbreak, crews knew they had to act by creating at least 200,000 bottles.
So we dusted off the ingredients for that, and the team went to work and created this packaging and labeling and the product itself.
Amway says a team of 40 workers call this act of kindness Project Lightspeed. And as they quickly prepare to drop off the first batch tomorrow, they do so with your health and wellness in mind.
It's incredible. We should buy our hand sanitizer from Amway going forward.
Amway says its workers have ordered another 8,000 gallons of ethanol to produce 2 more batches of hand sanitizer. That should be available in the coming weeks. Reporting in Ada, Donovan Long, News 8.
Actually, I graduated law. I'm currently attached to one of the biggest retail companies in Malaysia. Once again, hi to friends from Singapore, Australia, I heard Philippines is in as well, Indonesia. If I have left out any of your countries, do comment in the comment section below, and we'll know where you're from. Okay, first off, I want to thank the CA community for all this arrangement, for 3 wonderful experienced speakers this evening, and to chose me to be today's MC. First off, this is of course the most unfortunate circumstances that we are in today because of COVID-19. However, I believe there is a silver lining among all of these unfortunate circumstances. Because if not for COVID-19, this opportunity today to join would not have been available. This opportunity to hear 3 experienced entrepreneurs speaking today would definitely not be available. But most importantly, let's count our blessing, because each of us are healthy and well and safe to be able to partake in today's event. Now, let us get straight to the event. It's very obvious COVID-19 has impacted directly to the healthcare of society. For COVID-19 to reach a pandemic status, it means it is very serious. Economically, we can see how much everyone is struggling with employment, no matter which country you are in. As each country deploys their own version of lockdown, this will definitely impact the economy. So, next question, what can you and I do in such circumstances? Is there any industry that is safe to go into? Is there any businesses to venture into that is immune to any economic climate? Stay tuned as we have a lineup of experienced entrepreneurs and videos to share with you. Before we bring on board our first speaker this evening, let's watch a video on the current market trend. Because I'm sure by now, if you haven't already noticed how much the internet has been integrated to our lives, especially those who are in lockdown countries. Companies who existed pre-COVID-19 have now a solid presence in the social media platform. New groups and communities are being formed every day in social media platforms. Promotions are being shared virally via your WhatsApp, via any any online any online platform that you are in. These are the breadcrumbs that tells us what is actually going on, what is the current trend. So without further ado, let's watch this video.
The world is changing faster than ever. What used to take decades is now taking years or even months.
What you see right now is the illusion that people have had for many decades about the workplace being this secure place to work the rest of your life.
For the first time in the history of our nation, our children will not do as well as us.
We've seen our friends get laid off. We've been laid off. We've had our pay cut.
People are overworked and underpaid. They seem to have less time and less freedom. They live under constant pressure.
This is going to be forced. And so even if your employer loves you, you may have to cut you. There's something wrong. That on Monday morning, the heart attack rate increases by 35%.
Technology is accelerating, job security is declining. It just doesn't seem like the old models of making a living are as reliable as they used to be.
Every aspect of our lives, there's a better way out there, but we're still doing it the old way.
We live in the greatest country on the planet, and there are a lot of people sitting around complaining and being cynical.
Like everyone's whining about this old model, and I'm like, why don't you leave it? Look at all this over here. Look at all this opportunity.
Since so much of our lives revolve around our work and the way we make our living, many people are thinking there just has to be a better way.
The biggest challenge facing our world today is not making money, is what are we going to do with all the displaced, unemployed people?
People are afraid that they're going to make the wrong decision. People are afraid of the unknown. People are afraid that maybe I don't have the skills.
Hey, sports fans. Industrial age is over. It's dead. It's dying. That's why going to school to get a job is an obsolete idea. A steady paycheck is an industrial age idea.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As we know, e-commerce has been around for a very long time. For example, Amazon started in 1994 their online bookstore business, killing off, surpassing many of their brick and mortar competitors. This proves that because of their decision to go online, Amazon today is being recognized as one of the most top leading online store in the e-commerce market. We fast forward to today, where because of coronavirus, seasoned entrepreneurs are being conditioned to take their business into the internet. Racks and shelves have become, racks and shelves of goods has become catalogs, have been replaced by catalogs on website. Cash no longer becomes relevant. People are into credit cards, online transfer, and even e-wallet. Everybody is moving towards contactless. Print-up ads has now been replaced by your 5-second pop-up videos that you have to watch in order for you to download your YouTube video or even Facebook video. The trading and marketplace have now shifted onto the internet. With this, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce our first speaker of the night. This young entrepreneur has a degree in food science and technology. She landed her first job only applying once and only going through one interview before graduating. She holds a position as a quality assurance executive to this very day. She has managed to grow her business exponentially aside having a day job. She is able to help many others, be it people with employments or business owners to see the opportunity in this business. With that being said, let me bring in the young and beautiful Miss Christine Pang.
Thank you very much to the MC Matthias Spoon for such a generous introduction. Hello, hi everyone. Thank you very much to the MC Matthias introduction about me. Allow me to share my screen. So a little bit about myself. I'm a graduate with a degree in food science and technology, and I'm currently working in a multinational company in a quality assurance department. My job nature is to ensure the quality of food products under my supervision, and being in my job, I handle different markets around the world. I love the nature of my job very much, especially in analyzing the development and the quality of the products. Though I love my job very much, and at this young age, I find something missing in my life. When I was young, my parents have taught and shown me that employment is the only way to live a better life. And as my parents taught me and my sister that getting a good degree and obtaining a well-paid job is the ultimate goal. All this while, I have the perception that getting a good job is the only way for me. I have nothing against employment, and I'm so grateful that my parents could provide for the family. So I went to university and I started to realize that life could be much better with entrepreneurship. I've read this book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. And I had this light bulb moment when entrepreneurship, is the key for me to achieve my goals in life. So I started my journey of venturing into entrepreneurship at a young age of 18 in the food and beverage industry. Back then, I thought things were simple. As long as you have passion and perseverance, you'll definitely make it. Little did I realize that, there are other criteria that needed to be fulfilled, such as capital, product research and development, people management, and so on. It is not easy, and in the end, I let go of the business with a very heavy heart. And I focused on my studies. Then I graduated, and as what my parents have taught me, I went for an interview and landed with a corporate job. I thought my job could provide everything that I wanted, and I realized that it is not as beautiful as I thought. The 9-to-5 job is a pure rat race for me, and it has taken away my precious time. Do you know that the most precious time is when you are 20 to 55 years old? As I do not have the intention to work until the retirement age, and I believe most of you will think the same as well. And this is when I think life could be much better if I can own my own business. It was only until I met this amazing man, Mr. Lai Gok-wai, that introduced this opportunity to me. At first, I was very skeptical. I thought this industry is only for people that has no other options in life. After talking to him, I had a paradigm shift. I realized that I've lost focus to become an entrepreneur due to unforeseen circumstances. He has enlightened me how can I be an entrepreneur and own the life that I wanted to have. And today, all of you come here to know more about how this can be an opportunity so that you too can know what you want to achieve in life. A lot of people thought that having a job can ultimately provide us the security that we wanted. However, let's look around us. Many people are worried about their job security, especially whether their income is sustainable to provide to their family or not. So, job security is a myth. Am I right? During these times of uncertainties, many corporations will start to tighten their expenses and they may result in retrenchment. So the question we gotta ask ourselves is, does our job really provide us security? And is our job immune to global recession? Is our job and business recession-proof or not? Now let's look at the current news. According to the Los Angeles Times, for the first time, oil prices went negative. And now, the shale oil industry is going to shut down. Now, this has never happened before. And this causes many uncertainties, not only in the oil industry, but also in other industries as well. According to the Sun Daily, the world pandemic may have caused economic turmoil, and a lot of people have lost their jobs. Our own economy economy has faced a downturn also. For instance, 2 million Malaysians may lose their jobs during this pandemic, and our economy is in recession. As the head of the International Monetary Fund had stated that we are currently experiencing global economy recession, and this, things can be quite tough for many businesses, and retrenchment is inevitable. Many industries will suffer from the impact of the global recession. So what will be the impact on the overall business industry? So this is a statistics by an analytical economy company. And this shows that the industries that are highly exposed to the global COVID-19, such as the entertainment and the tourism industry. In every adversity, there is an opportunity. Despite the economic challenges that most businesses are facing, there are still industries that have positive effects, such as the internet service companies that are related to e-commerce. After you have seen all this news, I'm not here to give you any fear motivation, and I'm just here to sincerely hope that this information can give us a wake-up call that owning another source of income or owning your own business is vital. Currently, is it important for us to become entrepreneurs? And are we looking for an opportunity to become an entrepreneur? The question we gotta ask ourselves is, what is the difference between a job and an entrepreneur? A lot of people don't realize that a job can only provide us with an income. Income capacity means that the ability to earn money. However, it is decided by our own employer. In this world, there are employees and entrepreneurs. So why do people want to own their own business? It is because it can provide us with earning capacity. Our earning capacity is depending on our own effort. That means we get to decide how much we want to earn, and the sky is the limit. I think it is better for us to decide how much we can earn rather than letting other people decide how much we can earn. So currently, where are you now? Some of us are studying, some of us are relying on our parents for pocket money, and some of us are occupied with a job. And probably there's people that is unoccupied with their jobs as well, enjoying a break. There are people in the retirement community relying on their retirement funds, EPF, to survive. A few of us wanted to do business, but we don't know which business to go into. And some of us here are investors as well as business owners. So what are we looking for? Are we looking for a job or an income? Are we looking for a change in something that we are not satisfied about? There are also individuals that are looking into additional income streams to support the family. And most of us here are looking for the opportunity to become an entrepreneur. Some people may just want to mix around with the community, to spend their time or to have recognition, to be well accepted in the community. Now, besides all these areas that we are all looking for, one of the areas that we should always look into are health, wealth, freedom, and security important to us while we are pursuing a life career. When we are young, we will not realize that we are sacrificing our own health for wealth. But when we are old, we may have to sacrifice our wealth for health. How nice if we could have all of this, health and wealth, at the same time. Most people do not think of it, as they are busy pursuing their own career. But nevertheless, it is something that we cannot deny. Now, I would like to ask you, what would you do if time and money is not an issue? I'm sure most of you would like to our dream circle. Our dream circle may be big, whereas our income circle is small. Our income cannot accommodate to our dream circle. So what choices do we have? We can either shrink our dreams, or we can grow our income. It will be painful for us to shrink our dreams to fit our income, and it will be wiser for us to expand our income so that we can achieve our dreams. And I'm sure this is a better choice. So why do we need to choose entrepreneurship? In terms of rewards, there are no income barrier. We can decide how much we want to earn depending on the effort that we put in. As an entrepreneur, the second most interesting part is the flexibility to run our business. And besides, the good news is we can own our own freedom and independence. I believe most young people here, we will want to be passionate about the things we do and take on the challenges in business. And some of us may hold on to the principle of values as well. And my value is to help others live a better life through my Amway business. Now let's look at the requirements to start the business. In any businesses, investment plays a very important role. And people have big dreams. And how can we have businesses without any investment? Investment involves monetary investments, time, effort, experience, and our own contacts as well. Besides, we have to come up with a good business plan to cater to the market. Another thing we should be an expert in a business is the product development. It is very important in a business that the products should be available all year long and must have market demands for it. Most products that follow the trend will not last long and will have a great challenge to the business owner. There are other factors that we have to think of, for example, like sources of raw materials, logistics, research, and development. So, in terms of marketing, it doesn't mean packaging only. It means marketing online as well. So, we have been in the 21st century. It has been the latest trend that marketing online is the best marketing. Of course, we must also remember to stay competitive in the industry, to be connected and to be relevant as well. In other words, we must always remember that we should be able to compete in the marketplace. And lastly, we have to know how far can we tolerate the business risk and can we persevere in running the business. These are what we have to know before we become an entrepreneur. So what choices do we have here? Because of limitations and how far we can tolerate business requirements, it will determine how successful we are in entrepreneurship. And the second point to consider, are we really ready to accept failure? You gotta understand, investments are from our hard-earned money, or we loan from the bank or other people. So what if the business cannot work out due to competition or other circumstances? And that is why most people continue to look or dare not start the business. Let's look at the business trends. In the 50s and 60s, manufacturers manufacture goods to be sold to sole agents, wholesaler, retailer before it reaches consumers. And in the 70s and 80s, manufacturers manufacture for supermarkets and hypermarkets, and consumers then buy from them. Whereas from the 21st century onwards, we have gone through the digital transformation era. And the good news is Amway gives authorized dealerships to us so that we can participate in business activities to market products, and at the same time we can turn our consumer friends into entrepreneurs. Whatever household items that we use at home can turn into household gold. That means our friends can also be like us, to use, market, In this era, we can also be involved in e-commerce. Now, let's look at the trend. From the 50s, 60s, up until the 21st century, the manufacturers and the consumers never change, but the way we distribute the products change according to the trend. Customers are getting smarter and smarter. Customers also want to be involved in wealth distribution. In Chinese, we call this 财富的分配. In other words, they also want to participate in business activities. But the main question is, can we offer them this opportunity? Now let's look at today's explosive trend. This is actually written by a very famous economist in the United States named Paul Zahn-Fuser. According to him, the beginning of the business boom is from home-based business, and home-based business is growing positively. The next millionaires will be created mostly through home-based business. And the next business revolution that we definitely cannot miss out is the wellness industry. People are getting more and more health conscious than before. Thus, anyone has the chance to be an entrepreneur through network marketing business, and we can participate in the wealth distribution. We will not only have increasing growth in the business, we will have explosive growth in the business. Other three key factors to consider in this digital transformation era is actually industry, company, and the support system we're gonna have. This is the industrial revolution over the years. The very first industrial revolution, people introduced mechanical production. And that is why the United Kingdom conquered the world at that time, because they are the first country to start the production. And then the second revolution is based on mass production using electrical energy. The third revolution is based on the use of electronics and IT in businesses such as emails and computers. And currently we are looking into smartphones and tablets. In other words, we can just run a business by just using a smart device. If you look at the evolution that is currently happening around us, if we do not change, we will be obsolete. In this era of digital technology has combined with different industries to create new platforms for people to involve in business. And when digital technology combines with retail, platforms such as Lazada and Shopee came around. With media, YouTube and Instagram. Property, Airbnb, and taxi with Grab as well. Looking at all these changes, we cannot deny the fact that the digital technology is indeed changing the way we do business. And that is why if you do not change, the world will change. There are many e-commerce platforms in the market, and these are some of the major ones. From Alibaba to Fashion Valet. So what makes these e-commerce portals very special? Most of these platforms do not manufacture their own products, yet they are growing so rapidly. These e-commerce entrepreneurs are finding ways to create opportunities for themselves because they also realize that owning a business, and especially following the trend, the right trend is very important. All of us can participate in e-commerce business, provided we have products or platforms we can offer to the consumers. However, most of us, we do not have our own product range, funds to start the e-commerce portal. At the end, we are just consumers. Consumers are always losers, whereas sellers are always winners. Because we, as a consumer, we have to spend our hard-earned money. And the majority of us spend from our monthly salaries to pay for our necessities, whereas sellers are winners because they earn profits from consumers who are spending. And we understand how the business evolves in the current marketplace. And that is why, besides the normal traditional way of operating business, Amway offers a e-commerce platform to support us to run our business as well. As a partner to Amway, we do not have to worry about the capital, management, or the system. We just have to leverage on the support from Amway, and we can partner with Amway to be involved in an e-commerce business. This would be a very significant opportunity if you understood the values of Amway business. The award that Amway recently won is the Connie Accelerate Award. We have also diversified the way we do business. We have started an app and a device that analyzes your skin. This analyzer can straight away give immediate results on the skin status and provide them with personalized solutions. That is why we are very proud of the digital transformation that Amway has gone through. Amway Digital Transformation has been awarded the Brandon Hall's recognition. This is very similar to the Oscars for business management. We are awarded excellence in technology and learning. What makes us special is that Amway products are consumable products, and everybody uses consumable products every day. I believe it is good times or bad times, we still have to brush our teeth, uses facial skincare, and all of us have to wash our clothes. No matter how far the technology is, or how bad the situation, our business will not be affected because we are dealing with consumable products. The big question now is, what is our role and what is Amway's role? Now let's look at the diagram here. Amway supports us from research and development, and we do not have to worry about the products manufactured by Amway. Branding, warehouse, logistics, ordering, payment, delivery, and after-sales service. Our role is that we just need to develop the market expansion, and we will enjoy profit sharing with the company. Of course, being a partner to Amway, we gotta understand how Amway compensation plan works. Amway provides you 10 types of income. And today, I'm going to show you one type of income called the performance bonus. This performance bonus is given to you from 3% to 21%, from 900 ringgit business volume to 45,000 ringgit business volume. And this is the income square. There are 5 main values that I would like to share with you today about this Amway business. And the first value is what we call it as, this is your own business. So what does it mean by this is your own business? We decide how big the volume we want to generate. And we only need to do 3 activities in the business. Number 1, we gotta use the products to understand the products, share, and then the third, we duplicate. Now, I'm sure most of you will ask me, wow, Christine, I do not have the experience to start the business, whereby this is a very common question. If I ask you today, if you were to start the business, how much volume can you generate in a month? Some of you may say a couple of thousands, 50,000, a couple of hundred, or maybe some of you will say, I don't even know how to get started, which is very common because all of us come from all walks of life. You decide how much volume you want to do. And that means Amway has no right to decide for us. Amway has no right to set any quota for us or even decide the volume to generate. Even the person who introduced this business to you, they have no right to decide for you. Now to show how the calculation works, I will show you 3,000 today. Now 3,000 ringgit business volume. You will enjoy a 6% performance bonus, whereby it comes to 180 ringgit. The second thing we can do is we can refer our friends into the business. In other words, we can turn customers into entrepreneurs. Now today, if I ask you, how many people can you refer? Some of of you may say none, which is true, because you may not have the experience to get started. And there are people who can refer 5 to 10 friends as well, which is very excellent. And some of you may say, I can only refer 1 to 2 friends. Now, let's do a conservative calculation. Let's talk about 1 person a month. In 4 months, you have 4 persons. I'm sure you can duplicate your experience to your friends to generate 3,000 ringgit business volume as well. As I said, this is their own business. They decide how much volume they want to do. So because of your effort and time, Amway will accumulate the whole group volume to calculate the performance bonus for you. And when all these 4 groups produce 3,000 ringgit each, the whole group volume is 15,000. And this falls under 12%. I would like to ask all of you, when the reward is 1,800 ringgit, how can we share this 1,800 ringgit is considered very fair? Now let's say if it is shared equally among everyone, it is not fair to you because you do more work. You introduce the business to them. But how about you keep it all? Then it is not fair to your friends because they also contribute to the volume in your group. Now the best calculation for this profit is according to the volume done by them. So let's say example, A do 3,000 ringgit of business volume. And according to the performance bonus, A should deserve 6%, 180 ringgit. When you deduct 180 multiplied by 4 equals 720, you will keep the balance of 1,080 ringgit. And that is why this calculation is very fair, as you do not have to rub shoulders with Amway or with the person that brings you in, because Amway rewards you based on the volume done by you. The third value I want to share with you today is that this is a people helping people business. What do I mean by people helping people business? So let's say B look at you today and say, you have earned 1,080 ringgit. B asks, can you teach me? Of course you will say yes, right? So B also refers to 4 of his friends. But of course, B can do more or less, that is entirely up to them. So let's say the friend also generates 3,000 ringgit business volume. The whole group that developed by B is 15,000 ringgit. And B should be entitled to 12%. So because of your effort and time again, Amway company will accumulate the total group volume for you. Because you have created and developed 4 different markets for Amway. Of course, you should earn more, right? I'm sure you will think, if you do more, you should earn more. If you do less, you will earn less. So why does Amway pay you more? Because you're now contributing your own leadership to guide your business partners to grow their business too. Now this is a very fair calculation. Now based on this total group volume, you will have 63,000 ringgit business volume. And you are actually getting 21%. And the total income you will get is 13,250 ringgit. As I said, the business plan has promised. Your friend will share the portion done by their group, which is 15,000, and that is entitled to 1,800 ringgit. So you minus 1,800 ringgit multiplied by 4 equals to 7,200 ringgit. So you will earn the balance of 6,030 ringgit. And that is why this is a people helping people business. Now the fourth point I would like to emphasize to you is that this is a huge business. You may tell me, Christine, 6,000 is not a lot of money. I do agree with you. So what if you can duplicate this effort 10 times or 20 times more? Can you just imagine how big this business can be and can grow into? I've only shared you one type of income. I've not shared the other 9 types of income. Can you imagine, with this income alone, you can have very huge volume. Then you will ask me, Christine, if I were to earn 100 over 1,000 ringgit in corporate, do you think it is achievable? Yes, it is achievable, provided you are willing to contribute 10 to 20 years of your time. However, you may or may not earn this income as well. So today, as long as you qualify 21%, and by maintaining this percentage, you will earn 6 figures a year. And the time frame is all decided by you. One thing I also want to share with you is that this business is so huge that you can build your business internationally over 100 over countries around the world. The final value I would like to share with you today is security. Many times people do not realize security plays a very important role in our life because we will age one of these days. And that is the reason why we must plan for our future. A future that can provide us with true security. I've seen my seniors in the industry who are doing pretty well and established in their corporate positions and businesses. They ask me, how much can I earn in Amway? Well, my answer to them is actually very simple. Amway business is the same as any other business. We need time to develop and establish the business as well. Now, if you look into climbing the corporate ladder, you need to put in a lot of time and effort too. But normally, we do not question ourselves how much we can earn when we just started in employment. Now, earning how much is very important. However, another very important question we gotta ask ourselves is, how long can we continue to earn? When you reach the retirement age, you have to rely on your retirement funds. You have to rely on your children. And at one point of time, we can be a liability to the family rather than an asset. What I want to tell you is that what strikes me in this business is the security, because I can transfer this whole business to my children when I am no longer around. Time freedom and security has been my goals to build this business. And as far as I'm concerned, there are not many opportunities in town that can offer such lifestyle. Ladies and gentlemen, do you ask yourself, in any businesses, what are we seeking for? Is it monetary rewards? Or is it we want to seek a lifestyle that can provide us with an extraordinary life? Do you ask yourself this very important question? And is there any opportunity in town that can offer you these 5 values? Your own business, a fair business, a people helping people business, a huge business, and a business that provides you security. Why do I say this business provides security? Because we are dealing with consumable products and people use it every day. There will always be a demand for consumable products. Another unique point about this business is that we may have the choice to take a break in this business. But our friends can keep on growing the business, and we cannot stop them, and we cannot restrict them. How big their business network can grow. In a nutshell, you may ask me, Christine, how can I get started? We may not have the experience in this industry, as all of us come from different professions. Some of us are doctors, lawyers, accountants, business owners, students, or people without much education. And people may ask, can I do it? Can I be successful in this business as well? These are the common challenges that hinder most people from getting started. We are very fortunate to have this couple, Mr. and Mrs. Khoo Chong Kok, the founders of Candice System. It means CA Network Development Support System. They have over 38 years of experience experience in building this business successfully. He has built his business to more than 10 countries around the world. And the reason why he started this system is so that we are guided step by step in growing this business. This is a proven program that enables beginners from all walks of life to become a successful leader in their organization. We have support not only in Malaysia, but also in countries like Singapore, Brunei, Vietnam, China, Indonesia, Australia, Philippines, and so on. Now, I would like to ask all of you, is this career worth pursuing when health, wealth, freedom, and security can be achieved? When you achieve health, wealth, freedom, and security, you can achieve a very extraordinary life. A life that you can enjoy with your loved ones. And this is also one of my goals, to build a very strong Amway business. And when you give yourself a chance to understand in depth about this business and learn how to build this business a step at a time, you will be overwhelmed by how rewarding this business can be. And I'm sure most of you can make your dreams come true as well. It is only a matter of whether are we giving ourselves this opportunity and an opportunity to understand and build the business. If we do not embrace change, we will be obsolete. We have to embrace change for the better, for the sake of our own future and our own family also, so that they too can enjoy a total holistic life. I believe this is an opportunity for us to grow, to become the person that we always wanted to be. And I'm sure if I can do it, you can do it too. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope my sharing has blessed all of you, and I hope all of you can give yourselves an opportunity to make your dreams come true. Thank you, and I would like to pass it back to the MC.
I definitely have so much to digest and whatnot. I'm not so sure about you. Miss Christine Pang broke down about social stigma, about a 9-to-5 job. She even went and dissected into the 10 incomes in Amway. Not only that, she even taught us how to calculate income of one of the bonuses. A very, very thank you to Miss Christine Pang for her very insightful and very, very thoughtful sharing. Before we go on, I just got a message from the CA committee. We in the committee would really to see the faces of all our friends from all around the world. It's very, very, I say, fortunate that through this event we get to see friends from everywhere. So I can see friends from Australia who are wearing their winter clothes. It must be very cold over there. So on your video, it's on the bottom left. It has this kind of video icon. So on it, because most of the committee here, even myself included, would like to see your happy faces, your wonderful faces, your very helpful faces. Hi everyone. So let's get on with this evening's program. So ladies and gentlemen, we have first-hand listened to the potential of the Amway business, how current and contemporary it is with economic ecosystem. Before we move to the next speaker, for the benefit of everyone here, including myself, we have a video prepared on the culture and the visions of what Amway is all about. With this, let us watch this video.
Hi, I'm Doug DeVos. My father, Rich DeVos, along with his best friend, Jay Van Andel, started Amway more than 50 years ago with a simple plan: to provide people with an opportunity to achieve success. Today, with hard work and dedication, the Amway business opportunity allows people to achieve economic freedom and personal success for themselves. We're having a great time building this business, so why don't you come join us?
Madam Gilchrist, I wouldn't endorse a product I don't believe in.
Hi, I'm Kurt Warner, and I'm proud to be a part of your winning team.
Soft and brown? If so, you've witnessed free radical damage firsthand. And similar to apples, free radicals also weaken the support in skin, creating visible lines and wrinkles. Luckily, vitamin C is a wrinkle-fighting superstar. Powerful antioxidants to strengthen the skin. I'm going to show you how Artistry Advanced Vitamin C plus HA treatment uses vitamin C and hyaluronic acid to help fade expression lines and boost antioxidant protection. Let me show you how with this apple. Over time, the apple's appearance will change when exposed to air. But today, I'm going to speed up the process by covering the entire apple with iodine, a natural oxidizer. See how the apple becomes brown? That's from free radical damage. In skin, free radicals contribute to aging. Now I'll put the treatment on one side of the apple and leave the other side untouched. The untreated side stays brown, but the treated side of the apple is restored and hydrated. This is because the vitamin C helps repair the damage while the HA plumps. And the treatment can do the same for your skin. Now watch as I reapply the iodine to the area of the apple protected by the treatment. The apple is prevented from further damage, and the treatment will safeguard your skin too. Artistry Advanced Vitamin C plus HA treatment gives skin the support it needs to fight wrinkle-causing free radicals for a refreshed, plump, and more youthful look. Apply this treatment after your toner and before your serum to see the results for yourself.
Hi, welcome back. What we just watched is a video of the process being done for just one product. It's just the tip of the iceberg. As we can see from the video, how much dedication Amway puts into the research and development of each product, ensuring that the best of nature is extracted and infused into the product. Is no mistake about it that year after year, award after award, recognition after recognition, Amway shows that their product is indeed of high quality. Up next on our product, I would like to welcome a young entrepreneur. Another young entrepreneur. He is a law graduate at the University of London. He was also one of the top performing students in A-levels. He grew up in a professional background family. His dad is an engineer. His mother and brother are chartered accountants. His sister is a medical doctor specialized in dermatology. With such talent in intellect, this young entrepreneur did not further his law education, but through his extensive research of this business, he had decided that this is the business he wants to build his career on. Without further ado, I'm very excited to welcome our next speaker. Let's bring on board Mr. David Su.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, I'm so happy to be able to share with you all today. So, good evening. First of all, I want to express my first appreciation and my most grateful appreciation to the CA committee for inviting me to share here tonight. And also, I want to give my appreciation to the MC, Mr. Matthias Kun just now, for such a kind and marvelous introduction. You know, the best thing in life is to be introduced to a sharing by your senior in academy. We come from the same university, we have the same cert, okay? That's different class lah. Okay, so today I have the honor to be introduced by him. Also, I have the honor to introduce the people that I'm most grateful for. So, the committee asked me to share a little bit of the background of my family. Because as the MC said, this my father is what, my mother is anything. So, they asked me to share, so let's do it. Let me share the screen. And yes, because I obviously have no family photo, so I only can use this photo as a backup. So ladies and gentlemen, this is me, okay? You see this light gray smiling kid, this is me, okay? This was taken 1 year ago, and this is my brother. A lot of people, they can't differentiate us, but I don't know why. Obviously, I'm more handsome. Okay, so on the left, beside me, wearing around the same color, so this is a slightly older version of me, and this is my father. Okay, and he's a civil engineer, graduated all the way from Canada, and currently he is a retired man, being an estate investor in Kedah. Okay, you know, talking about my father, I want to share a little bit of a story that happened recently. You know what's the best thing of being young and being slightly successful? You know what is it? It's that your parents start to feel relief and start to demand something from you. So recently my father phone spoiled and he cannot play his Pokemon Go. So he called all the way to KL and opened a video call of me, my brother and my sister and asked us that I want a new phone now. Because his birthday is coming and I want a new phone now. So my brother and my sister being professional people, so they asked, so since you only play Pokemon Go, we buy you an iPad lah. You know what my father asked? Cannot, I must use good phone so that it won't lag, you know, won't hang up. The phone will be very good performing. And you know what phone he asked for? And I feel grateful that he dared to ask for such phone. So we asked, so not Samsung slightly higher class or Huawei. Don't want. Because I got one iPad, I want to link with my iPad. So my sister was so happy, oh, so iPhone 8 or 10 can. You know what my father said? No one. My friend used this phone, I feel very nice, very smooth. iPhone 11 Pro Max. I was like, okay, let's do this. So just a moment ago, we placed the order and we will buy him the phone. And that's the thing about I feel grateful for. And on the middle, this is my mother. Okay, you know, as a lady sitting in the middle, obviously she's a tiger lah. Okay, so she is a chartered accountant, as MC has introduced. She's a chartered accountant, but after a few years of qualifying as a chartered accountant, she stepped down as a manager of a big firm, and because of stress, because of health condition, and now some of her latest achievement, she was one of the most famous ACCA lecturers in Kedah back to a few years ago. Okay, and currently she is fighting with cancer, and when she's fighting with cancer, she has qualified. She has won 4 in a row achievement as a private high school teacher in accounting, best tutor, best teacher, and a lot of things. While she is fighting for cancer, that's why as I said, she is a tiger. Okay, and on my left, on my right or left, yeah, on my left, you see this lady? Yeah, that's fake smile. Yeah, this is my sister. Okay, the not so pretty sister. A lot of people tell me that my sister is very pretty. Just that I'm her brother. I just don't like to tell everyone that my sister is pretty. So this is my sister. She is 6 years older than me. And one thing about her is that she is one of the people that always tell me, we must be firm. Not I can her action. people don't let my sister to study MBBS, okay, doctor, as a medical doctor. She wanted to study pharmacy, and my sister don't want to do that. And my father said, if you want to be a doctor, I'm not going to give you any money. And my sister, being a very firm lady, a very strong lady, she go out and ask for each and every student loan. And people will ask me, your sister is so qualified, why you have to ask for student loan, why not scholarship? Let me tell you a bit of his education background. UPS is a Malaysian primary school exam. She got top 3 in the whole Malaysia. And for PMI got 8 A's, and during SPM she got all A's as well. Okay, SPM is like O levels, she got all A's. 9A1, 2A2. At the end she got nothing. And you know, her curriculum, she's the head, what do you call that, you know it lah. And then some more she is a runner for the state. Maybe nothing for problem lah, I don't know. But she's very firm. And today she is one of the youngest qualifying specialists in dermatologist. She's one of the youngest to start her course to go for specialist. When she is finishing her housemanship, she has received a lot of recommendation letters from all the specialists asking her to go to take specialist exam immediately. She took a six month off before she takes her first specialist paper, and now she is upcoming specialist. Today she is a frontliner for this COVID-19, and she is suspected COVID-19. Okay, and down there is my brother. Well, this brother, she's a very wonderful man. Just that I have nothing to introduce about her academic background, just to not make a joke about it. Okay, he has failed everything in his exam, but today he is a chartered accountant, being one of the top students last time because he liked the subject, and today in 3 years time, working in KPMG, one of the biggest firm in the world, if not the best, it's not the biggest firm, and today after 3 years, he is being promoted all the way up to assistant manager, and this November he will be promoted to manager, earning a 5-figure income in just 3 years. Okay, who has failed every academic? That's why he proved to me getting good academic result doesn't mean everything. Okay, and he just proved to me. And yeah, and today after I introduced so much about my family, let's start introducing about myself. And these are the most handsome guy in the whole picture. Yeah, this is me. Okay, this is me 1 year ago when I'm not that fat. Okay, me on the other hand, I don't like losing. My sister good result because me and my sister 6 years different. I remember when my sister got top 3 in the whole Malaysia. My mother opened a grand celebration for her, and me on the other hand was very playful. I injured myself, and my father and one of my cousins come and tell me, where I injured myself, that's why I had to hide his side. And the book, take one. Cousin come to me and say, you don't have to study so much, you can win your sister one lah. Wow. And when I was 6 years old, so I got a lot of years to prepare. So me too, I got all A's for my UPS, all for my PMR, 9 A's for my SPM, I support everything. And my sister take foundation, study low class little bit. So I take A-levels, the most recognized academic qualification in the whole world, and I got top 5 for all subjects in the world. So that's why that's a little bit of background. So when I was studying when I finished my UPS, getting all A's to win my sister, and obviously cannot go to the same school. So I joined the elite school. The school that's attended by the royal family. Or you have very, very extremely good result. So I qualified for it, so I go for it. This is the school attended by the 4th and the 8th Prime Minister of Malaysia, Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, and also the king, the previous king of Malaysia, Agong Sultan Abdul Hamid and Agong Sultan Abdul Halim. Okay, and all the cousins, they are studying in this school. And this is the new hall that's invented, and this hall look quite big, right? And this is half of the school, and this is a side view of the school. This whole thing is my school. Okay, living in such environment gives me one idea. Mixing with all the royal family and whatnot, and shaking hands with Mahathir, because I'm the only Chinese football player in my whole school, 106 years of history. I have the opportunity to shake hands and talk and also communicate communicate with Mahathir and also the Agung at that time, the king of Malaysia at that time. So, and then, one thing come to me. I always love this kind of royal status. I always love this kind of high class living status. Not that I'm above everyone, no, I'm just, what I mean is that I like the lifestyle of mixing out with the richest and the wealthiest of the country. That's why, just to prove to you, this is them planning for the new hall. And I was somewhere beside, I don't know where. Okay? This is Mahathir, the Prime Minister of Malaysia, and this is the then Agung. Okay? So after my graduation from this school, my road is very clear. I know what I want to do in my school. I know what I want to do in my future career. It's either I'm going to be an entrepreneur, or I'm going to be a doctor, or be a lawyer. Because only these three careers can lead you to all the riches of the world. Okay? You know why? If you are the famous doctor, they will come to let you operate. But I'm scared of blood, that's why no doctor can only be a lawyer. So, joining one of the best school in Malaysia, then I joined one of the best law school in Asia, Bridgefield Asian College. Okay? If you notice Bridgefield Asian College, it was like a tuition center in Malaysia. Okay? And then I took the A-levels, scored top 5 in the world, and I took one of the most difficult law exams in the world, University of London. This is a mixture, this is a combination of Cambridge, Oxford, King's, Collegiate College, Queen's Mary, all the top universities, they combine, and this is education, this is a program that they do. Okay? In a year, the whole world can only have 20 to 30 first class graduate. And I'm not one. Okay? I'm not one of them. So after graduating last year, you're not going to be a practicing lawyer, but will you take on master and be a PhD? I said I will, but not now. Because now the experience also very fantastic. You know why? Wow, after degree come out straight away, no need interview straight away go. After first interview, got the job in one of the biggest multinational food company in the whole world. Okay? I feel blessed by whatever you believe in. I believe in God. That's why I feel blessed by God. In the fact that after graduating, I didn't venture anything related to law. I got offered without interview, without needing my degree certificate, to enter in as a business consultant for one of the major shareholders of one of the multinational companies, of getting the offer of 5-figure income just after my graduation. 5-figure income with assigning me with a sport car and a bungalow, with 5, let me tell you the benefit, with 5 luxury watches and a 50k of outfit budget. This is the offer that I get. And I know that time I want to be an entrepreneur. It's time for me to venture into entrepreneurship. Because I have been, that night, I rejected this job. You can't believe it, I rejected the job. But before I rejected the job, it's a 5 nights of sleepless night. I've been thinking, doubting whether did I do the right decision to say no to this. This is like a shortcut to a golf playing lifestyle. I rejected the job. And I didn't regret it. Later I will tell you why I don't regret it. And today, before I go on further, I want to borrow this opportunity because it's all my background. I want to borrow this opportunity to congratulate everyone here, especially if you are Malaysian, for your effort to lock yourself down in your house. Finally, I think we are soon getting to see the sun again. The sun will shine on us again. Yeah, okay? So, that's why I want to give my applause to all of you. Congratulations. We are finally getting out to the world. So, now come back to me. You know, after I rejected this job, I think a lot of things, whether am I doing the right decision or not. And then after a few months, finally, during this recent period, these 3 months of time especially, after this COVID-19 outbreak to the pandemic, I start to find myself doing the right decision, and I am 1,000% more assured about myself now. I thank myself actually that I rejected such job opportunity. Sport car, not so important. What is important? When I ask myself, I can advise people which land cost how much, which land good to invest, which house how to market. But I ask back myself, how much have I used my knowledge to build my own empire? And at that time, this COVID-19 strike, and I'm so blessed. I'm not only suddenly after this COVID-19 break out, I'm not a full-time consultant, I'm a part-time consulting there. I don't care whether the money is there or not. I just want to do one thing. Enjoy what I do. And in Amway, I can enjoy everything I do. That's what I join Amway. I'm so happy that I joined Amway. You know why? Today, a lot of people ask me, David, you got so good offer, everything you will get. Why do you want to do Amway? I say, no. It's not about what I get. It's not about what I have been offered. It's about what I actually have in the future. Yes, I get all the sport car, all the bungalow, every luxury clothing, all the lifestyle that people dream of, all the money. But one thing I don't have, freedom to choose. What's my next slide? Okay, freedom to choose. I'll be asking myself, especially in this situation, I've been consulting so many businesses, how they can do well. But I now use this all knowledge not only to build them, but build myself. So ladies and gentlemen, today, a lot of people that are invited, a lot of people ask me in this chat room, a lot of people ask me, David, in this current situation, what do I see in this current situation? What is the future that we can do? A lot of people have been losing direction in their life. So this is for my mentor. I think he's very fantastic. That's why I want to go this opportunity to thank FCA, Mr. Koo Chong Kok, and also my leader, Mr. Bai Kok Wai, for teaching me all the knowledge in the business world. So two main challenges actually we are facing this COVID-19. Number one, we all know our health immunity is very important in this health crisis. Number two, our income ability. A lot of people tell me, well, you got offer so much, but I have not been offered income immunity. Whenever I resign, whenever I am sick, whenever my children is sick, whenever my mother is sick, I have to leave up everything and go back. And what do I get at the end? Nothing, except for my own savings. A lot of people tell me, EPF is our income immunity. EPF can immune ourselves. EPF is a retirement benefit. Okay, EPF, all this. But let me tell you, EPF is the kind of saving that people force you to do. After you retire, after you cannot work, the EPF is a countdown time for you to die. Sorry for saying the negative. It's a countdown time for you to die. If the moment you spend more money, your life will shorten because your saving cannot last that long. Your life is being determined by imagine your lifelong, your lifespan, how long you can live is being determined by your boss. Nothing is determined by you. You have nothing, no freedom to choose at all. And this small little bit of virus can kill off your job. Look at this. I found this information from one of the diamonds. This will have a revolutionary impact on the national and international economic situation. For international audience today, this is our health director, general of named after Dr. Noor Hisham, our warrior for this COVID-19. Ban of mass gathering may continue even after MCO is our lockdown in Malaysia. It's lifted. Where all these businesses, F&B, service industry, shopping mall, retail store, entertainment, all those clubs, badminton, everything cannot do. Pub, KTV, dining lounges, wedding planners, travel industry, space traffic, journey buses. I ask myself, 95% of people work for such bosses, the employers that deal with such industry, 95% of workforce, and 5% of workforce work for bosses, work for companies that have retailers, that have their customers directly related to such industry. 100% of the economy will be affected. That's why I think, no matter what I do, no matter what I work, still die. Not die, still nothing to do, still will have no income, still will be endangered. Everything will still happen. That's why, and then people even say, if you're a business owner and you're in this kind of industry, you can straight away change people, or you can just stop operation. I scared it. And so many things happen. And internet also happened. So many people successful.
another appointment, another commitment I have to rush to. I'll talk to you again next time. So from that day onwards, I was thinking in my mind, what is the business he is actually involved in? Then a week later, he called me again. He said, Alex, are you free this coming Saturday? I said, yes, why? Because there is a Amway millionaire came to Perth to open up a market here. I would like to invite you to attend a business opportunity talk. So that's why I said, yes, Amway, I heard of it in Malaysia, but I haven't heard of it in Australia. But being in my mind, I was very skeptical at that time. Because I think, by selling toothpaste, by selling laundry powder, how can someone become successful and rich? Because at that time, I have this perception. So that's why I only thought that if today I go and attend this event, if today I could learn something from this successful entrepreneur, so that in the future I can have the capability and the skill to start my business in the future. So with this intention, that day I arrived late, and then I found a seat that is near to the door. Why is that? Because if anything happened, I can quickly escape, isn't it? So with that in mind, and I saw a gentleman sharing very passionately in front on me about this business. I listened very carefully. Because why? Because I want to listen and find out what is actually the loophole of Amway business. Because I heard a lot of this negative news about this industry. But the more I listen, the more I'm excited. What really excites me is that at that time I saw 6% leadership bonus. If today I can help someone to achieve 21%, forever I'm entitled for this 6% leadership bonus, which is 1,800 a month. This is like a passive income. So that's really excites me. And this is like a pattern right. Because whatever effort, whatever experience in helping others to become 21%, to become successful, forever I'm entitled for this 6% leadership bonus. Unlike in corporates, because if today I train someone or develop someone to be a manager or supervisor, when I leave the company, all my contribution, all the effort I contribute will belong to the company, not belong to me and my family. And not only that, I saw that there is a huge potential in Amway business because there is no limitation. If today I can help one to achieve 21%, which I entitled for minimum of 1,800 a month, I can help 2, I can help 5, or I can help 10. All depend on my own effort. That's really excites me because if I can actually control how big I want to build, how fast I want to build, that is really amazing because I can build unlimited business with the support of Amway. So after the event, I left the room. So on the way back home, my heart is beating very, very fast. I was so excited at that time. I said, if today what the gentleman shared during that event can be realistic, I can then achieve my financial and time freedom so that I can spend more time with my family in the future. So because of curiosity, I pull over my car to the roadside and I start to Google who is actually the presenter, who is actually Mr. Koo Chung Kok. Then I Google. So after I Google, what really amazed me is that the first Google result came out, the founder of CA-AUS. That surprised me because I think as a founder of an organization, definitely this is a gentleman with great vision and very, very successful. So with that in mind, without any hesitation, I call my friend Marcus. I say, hey Marcus, is there any opportunity I can have dinner with Mr. Khoo and every one of you? So after getting the permission from Mr. Khoo, I quickly rushed to the restaurants to meet Mr. Khoo. So during the dinner, I asked Mr. Khoo a question. I said, Mr. Khoo, Amway is selling toothpaste. Amway is selling laundry powder. How can it be big? Mr. Khoo replied me in a very good way. He said, yes, Amway can be big or small, depend how you do it. Like a burger, you can actually build a burger business like McDonald's, or you can build a burger business like a burger store on the roadside. It's entirely depend how you do it. There is nothing wrong with the burger, like Amway business as well. Amway business, you can build it like an entrepreneurship, or you can do it like a salesman as well. So that really inspired me and enlightened me. And Mr. Khoo even said that Amway business is not that you buy big house, buy big car, buy big boats to attract people or force people to be in Amway business. In Amway business, or beg people to buy Amway products. You just share from the bottom of your heart how good is the Amway product, how potential is the Amway business. If the person wants to sign up, then it's entirely up to them. So that's why, and Mr. Khoo even added that. He said, Amway business is built on the principle that you help other people to success first, then only you success, not the other way around. So this really inspired me and made me think that if this is really what Amway business is all about. So because this is not what my parents told me, this is totally different story. So I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Mr. Khoo for Mr. Khoo Chong Kok for enlightening me in Amway business. So that's why, not only that, I also have the perception that Amway business is only suitable for those who has no education background, have no any other choice in life. But throughout Amway business, I found out the more I understand about Amway business, the more I look into Amway business, I was so surprised because the people that I asked, what are you doing? What is your background? Especially this Mr. Mr. Chai Chi Chang. He was actually the executive director of a public listed construction company. So I was thinking, why a executive director of a public listed construction company today is involved in Amway business and so committed? And not only that, I also met a gentleman, Mr. Lai Kok Wai. He is actually the senior manager and the second person in one of the international multimedia company in Southeast Asia. Then this let me think. So that's why a lot of people ask me, hey Alex, you yourself as a civil engineer, and you are also the successor of a goldsmith business, why today you are so committed in Amway business? Because first, by looking at the business trend, I ask myself, what I really want in life, and what is the business that can help me to achieve my dream? Because deep in my heart, I know that I want a life that is free of stress, and I want a life that I can enjoy uncommon freedom after I success. And most importantly, I have the security. So after looking at the Amway business opportunity in a very thorough way, then I fully convinced that this is the vehicle that can help me to achieve what I want in life. And the second one, why I today so committed and we able to give out everything to partner with Amway, because after I saw the Amway company, Amway chairman is the president of Chamber of Commerce. As we know that in America, the most influential person is definitely the president of US, the president of America. So apart from president, who is actually the second most influential person in the whole America is definitely the president of Chamber of Commerce in US. As we know that Chamber of Commerce in US is made from 3 million businesses, big or small, including Google, including Microsoft, including Yahoo, including Apple, all of these 3 million businesses, isn't it, that form. So the president of the Chamber of Commerce is elected from all the CEOs from these 3 million businesses in America. As we know that CEO of Google, a person already can be very capable and well represented, isn't it? If today CEO of Google, CEO of Apple, CEO of Yahoo can elect this person to represent them in Chamber of Commerce and elect as the president of Chamber of Commerce, definitely this person is very well represented and high credibility as well. And I found out that Amway president is actually the president of Chamber of Commerce, twice the president of Chamber of Commerce. So this actually shows that the commitment of this company, the popularity of this company has already well recognized by all the top corporates in not only in US but also in all around the world as well. So that's why I'm so committed to be and confident to partner with Amway company. So in overall, what I want to like to share with everyone today is that through Amway business, one can actually achieve 300 degrees of success. So what I mean by 300 degrees of success, the first one is actually what? You can actually provide glory to your parents. Provide glory to your parents not because you have met millions to the family. It's because how many people you have touched throughout the life. Because Amway culture and Amway principle is built on the basis that when you help other people to success, if you want to success in Amway business, you must help others to be successful first, and only you are successful. Unlike any of the corporates or any of the job that you have to compete with each other, like what we call dog-eat-dog environments, isn't it? It's totally different. Whereas Amway is built on people helping people. So first, you can actually provide glory to your parents. Then the second one, you can be a role model for your siblings. What I mean by that, because throughout the years, I have seen that yes, being a professional definitely has very good income. But what is that? Is they cannot have the freedom that they want to live the life how they want. So through Amway business, if today I can introduce this business opportunity to them as a value-added business, that would be really fantastic. And not only that, if today I become diamond, isn't it? I achieve an extraordinary lifestyle. As every one of us know that if today you want to have extraordinary lifestyle, you must do something extraordinary that other people don't like to do, that other people not willing to do. So I can be a role model to them and showing them that if today you want to be successful in life, you must sacrifice the effort, or you must put effort, because there is no free lunch in the world. And the third thing that what I mean by 300 degree success is that I can provide my family a better security. So as what just now Christine said, you see through this 6% leadership bonus, isn't it? We can have what? This ongoing passive income with or without you. Because Amway will pay all the past effort to you and your next of kin. So this is really fantastic. And not only that, the fourth values in 300-degree success is that you can provide an opportunity and hope to all your friends and people surrounding you. So what I mean by that, especially now during this COVID-19, a lot of people knows that their job or their business used to be has high immunity. Now it doesn't seem like me. So through Amway business, I am able to provide my friend another choice in life, that they can partner with such a giant company in building such a great business and a wonderful life for themselves, especially supported by the e-commerce platform. So I can see people can transform from nothing to something with the support of Amway. And lastly is that you can make yourself or have a self-development for yourself, isn't it? So through Amway business, you can develop to become a person with more confidence. You can develop to become a person not only rich in monetary, but also rich in human values. Because of the Amway culture, because of the CA success culture. So that's why through Amway business, if you're willing, I believe you can also achieve a total holistic success in the Amway business. So that's why I'm so excited to share this wonderful and exciting business opportunity to everyone beside me. So, every one of you, so before I end tonight's speech, I would like to share with you a quote by a very wise man. He stated that life is actually from B to D, from birth to death. What is actually in the middle is the alphabet C, is the choice. We cannot choose how, when we are born, and we cannot even choose when we die. But what we can choose is that how we can live the life in between. Our current choice will decide our future. So today's topic, the choice of being an entrepreneur, is your choice. It's your choice to create and redesign a better destiny and a more secure destiny for you and your family. So I wish everyone all the best. Stay healthy, stay safe, and I'm really looking forward to seeing every one of you in the near future. So thank you very much. I send the floor back to our MC. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Alex Lai. I think everyone here can agree with me that Alex's enthusiasm and excitement just jumps out of your laptop or your hand screen to your face, very into you. Riding on so much at home, having a business, having that family support and whatnot, he still chooses this. He still sees the benefit of this business. So once again, I would like to thank the CA community and all of the three wonderful young entrepreneurs, Miss Christine Pang, Mr. David Su, and Mr. Lai, for not only their time but for pouring out their insights and also very, very intimate background sharing. I hope this event brought some value and clarity to everyone, to each of you tonight. For those who are still tuning in, thank you so much. If you have any more questions, kindly reach out to your friends that introduced you to this event. I wish everyone the best of health, and hope to hear your entrepreneurship stories when we meet again. With this, I end tonight's event with this video by Amway.